Hello, this is Letters to You in 145. This is called Black Box. Um, and then just to everybody, my six friends that are listening to all these. Um, so we're in this new era where for a period of time, I was having trouble finishing them. And so in general, I've been posting these a week out. And I think while I'm in Berlin, I'm just going to post one at a time. And this one wasn't done. So I sat down and made myself finish it. And I like it. Okay, 145, Black Box. So, dear Ewan, I was at a birthday party last night and somebody said, or that's my opinion. And I said, isn't it weird that we have to say that? Like, I know that you and I both know that as subjectivities, we can't make extreme objective claims. They nodded. I monologued further. I wish that when people wanted to sign up for our facilitator training, they had to answer, what's the nature of reality? And if they answered other than love or I don't know, we told them they couldn't join. I can't tell how much I mean that. My apparent dox is I think of myself in a matrix of symbols and have no idea where the symbols end and reality might begin. Other answer, asterisks. Asterisks. One time I got cornered by a rabid pack of rationalists, Bay Area AI safety people, and they insisted that a rock was real. When I tried it on, as I do when I'm cornered, I noticed a sensation of relaxation in my body. It made me see images of being a baby and having my mother close. Double asterisks, double asterisks. My mother had to put me into childcare pretty early on in life, and I wonder if I'm more, bro, we're in a matrix than reality is real because of some worship of uncertainty in my nervous system. I can feel the Tao's wake as I already know that somehow both are true. It's all symbols. My experience is electrical signals from my senses to my I'm a me having an experience. These symbols are reflective of something, and FAIAP, for all intents and purposes, it's real. Real is whatever is FAIAP? Now I'm just confused. I can feel myself in a black box. A black box is an engineering term that means that we don't understand the internal workings of something and are only going to deal with setting the boundaries and knowing the behaviors at those boundaries. We're interested in what we put into it and what we pull out. The problem occurs when we're not getting out of it what we usually get when we put into it. The perfect example is a vending machine. Quarters in, product out. We don't know how it works. We just don't mind because it often does work. But since I can't define what is real and I'm inside of reality, then I'm inside the black box. I'm inside the vending machine. That's a little different. My superego imagines a lot of people rolling their eyes when I bring this up, like I'm overthinking this. Maybe I am. We're inside of something and we don't know how it works. We don't question when it works, FOIAP, for our intents and purposes. We call it real when it works, FAIAP, for all intents and purposes. I wonder how much our brains filter out other intents and purposes because it would violate what we know works FAIAP. more concrete. How much are we filtering out? That is a bad beginning to distinctioning. I'm asking how much before I ask, how is this about love? I'm here and I'm loved. I claim two truths immediately. Those two assumptions have been witnessed multiple times, and so the normal mind crosstalk doesn't even show up. I was lost and found myself still lost, but more sure about the being loved part. And I started this thought thread from, why do I want to know what's real? Ipso facto, boy, whatever's real, I am a being that can only associate to a world where love is one of the real things. So I'm demanding the black box be about love. And the karmic backlash is I don't get to foretell what the love will feel like or how understanding it will require me to become nobody I could have designed myself to be. For now, I'm demanding that I get to see what happens if I follow my pleasure as my intuition. Right now, it lingers toward closeness with a one closest in, a partner. It sounds dreamy with a few of the guys I've met. I started with the apparent docs, paraphrased, is my insistence on understanding love a wound or an essence? I arrived at yes as an answer. And I know two things that are true as far as I can attest. I'm real, and so is love. Somehow, from inside the vending machine, not knowing how it works brings me to the only knowings that seem to matter. I barely understand it, and I love this letter. Mike.